Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, the economic squeeze is on and getting tighter. Among our trading partners, Singapore reported current activity is contracting sharply still, and this is confirmed by a parallel survey. And Japan's PMI is also contracting, even though there's a bounce back there and that is notable. But there hasn't been a good bounce back in their manufacturing sector. Like Germany, it's very dependent on exports, so it's now taking a harder hit. And Taiwan and South Korea are feeling similar pain on the factory floor. These results are what makes the Chinese factory PMI stand out. And now the Chinese service sector has signalled its sharpest increase in activity in over a decade in June. Their service sector PMI rose from 55 in May to 58.4 in June to signal a substantial increase in service sector activity. It's their largest gain in 10 years. Furthermore, total new orders rose at the quickest pace since August 2010, and new export work expanded for the first time since January. Firms widely reported that overall market conditions had continued to improve following an easing in measures related to the pandemic. The big question now is whether the Chinese economy can hold on to these expansion rates in the face of the global weakness. Most observers are sceptical. And this comes at a time of major flooding that's affecting their agriculture nationwide. Although rice and cotton are unlikely to be affected much, other grains are, and especially animal feed grains. They will keep meat prices elevated over the next year and keep Chinese demand for New Zealand meat. In the US, official unemployment is at 11.1%. Wages and time worked are falling. Part-time work has doubled since February. And the extra $600 a week top-up of unemployment insurance will end later this month, which means being jobless will get very tough and very soon. And stress about that will be starting to mount about now. The US Treasury 10-year yield is little changed at 0.67%. The gold price is also little changed, down $1 to $1,774 an ounce. And oil prices have softened slightly over the weekend. They're now just on $40 a barrel in the US, and international price is just on $42.50 a barrel. But the Kiwi dollar is holding firm, now just on 65.3 US cents. That's a gain of more than 1 cent in a week. On the cross rates, we're holding higher at 94.1 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're marginally firmer at 58.1 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index has risen to just under 70.2. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.